Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. So glad you're hanging out with me. Today, I'm making a big announcement. So, again, thank you and come on in. This is the Surrender Break Room for Leaders, and we're live here on YouTube and Facebook Live. Hope you guys are going to come right on in and hang out because I have a big announcement. Some of you already know what it is. Because I also can't keep anything to myself. But big announcement, and I want to go ahead and share it today while we have time to plan and get together. Hey, Keisha, Renee. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I don't know who's on Facebook Live, and I can't see you through the chat. Oh, yes, I can. Felicia is here. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I have a big announcement today, and I wanted to come on live with you, my Surrender family, to share what we have upcoming for the year. And hey, Marcia, good morning to you. Marcia, I'm glad you're catching it live. And this is a good day to catch it because I'm making a big announcement. Some of you are already going to guess. What's the big announcement? I'm going to let you guess first, then I'm just going to jump right in. What's the big announcement? What have we been doing for the last 11 years? Last 11 years. No one's taking a guess. No one's taking a guess. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, let me first introduce myself, just in case you don't know me. Hey, you all, I'm Dr. Celeste Owens. I'm author, speaker, and leader of the Global Surrender Movement. And we like to say that surrender is simply doing God's will, His way, all the time. And here today, just hanging out with you all just for a few minutes to announce the big announcement. Yep, YouTube Live got it. You know, my YouTube family been hanging with me for a hot minute. They said the surrender fast. Renee, it's a no. Marcia, ding, ding, ding. Renee, yes to the surrender fast and no to another baby. Not coming from here, and I'm not Sarah. And no baby. Unless let's take it, let's go deep. Let's go spiritual. And say that Renee meant that we about to have a baby in the spirit. We about to give birth to something. Okay, Renee, help me preach that thing. We about to give birth. Ah, and Marcus, hey, and M. Franklin, how are you today? Yes, we are announcing officially this is the start of surrender season, surrender fast season, and we are embarking on our global surrender fast, which we have been doing for years. Years. This is the 11th year, you guys, of our global surrender fast. Where has the time gone? And it's been amazing. So I want to first just give you a little snapshot of what to expect this time around, and even kind of you never heard of a surrender fast. What is a surrender fast? Glad you asked. So just going to talk about that, talk about what to expect. But let's start where Marcus asked. Marcus asked, what's the theme for this global surrender fast? So this global surrender fast is a time for believers all over the world to come together in prayer and fasting, seeking God's face for nothing else but His presence, wanting to know who God is, wanting to feel His presence, and also surrendering our will to His so that we can know what His next steps are for us. Does that sound good? Hey, Dr. Tony, how are you? Does that sound good or what? Because anybody who's attracted to the surrender fast is in transition. I learned that a long time ago. When I first wrote the book, The 40-Day Surrender Fast, where is it? It needs to come on display. When I first wrote this book, The 40-Day Surrender Fast, I thought the book was for everybody. And the book is for everybody at some point in their life, but it's not for everybody all the time. But it's for those who are in transition. I learned that. It took me a couple of years to learn that because, I would tell people, I wrote this book called The 40-Day Surrender Fast. Don't you want to do it? And like, And then some people will be like, yes. Oh my goodness. I was just praying to God about da-da-da. And here you come talking about a surrender fast. Bam. The surrender fast. The surrender fast, we talk about how surrender advances. When you are just surrendered to God, how it really advances you in a miraculous way. Let me tell y'all a story. Something that happened, what's today? No, it was last week, late last week. I was doing some running around. And good morning to you all as you come on in. This is a big announcement that we are embarking on our surrender fasting season, and our global surrender fast is coming up. And I want you guys to get excited about it. And not only that, I want you to share it with other people that we're fasting. But surrender advances. So I wrote this book called The 40-Day Surrender Fast. It's for anybody in transition. People have done it all over the world. It's been translated into both Spanish and Swahili. You can get it for your Spanish-speaking friends, your Swahili-speaking friends. And you can definitely get it for your English speaking friends. And I ran into a woman last week heading into the post office, one of my favorite places, the post office. Hey, Diane. And I was supposed to go to the post office like, let's say 9 a.m. And then I put it off because I was like, I'll just come on the way back. And it's like 12:30 by that time, or maybe even later, maybe like 2 o'clock. And I'm heading in and another person's heading out. And she's like, Dr. Celeste? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I know you don't know me. This is the second time I met somebody at that post office who did the surrender fast. She's like, I know you don't know me, but I did your surrender fast. And she said, I just went and looked at a home and it came to me, if you gave Dr. Celeste the home that she desired, you can give me the home I desire. And she's like, and now I just ran into you. I'm like, that's not a coincidence. She's like, I know. And she said, it's by the same builder that built your house. I was like, and that's not a coincidence. Come on now. We serve a great God. When we're in transition, he not only moves us, positions us, but then he sends confirmation. Today might just be a confirmation for you that it's time to move. And the theme for this fast, thank you, Marcus, for asking, is okay now, breathe. Okay now, breathe. So we have a book called Okay Now, Breathe, right? Some of you bought it. My sister had written so wonderfully while she was alive. And we put the book together and together all of these really encouraging blogs that she had written just to encourage your faith, just really encouraging blogs. And we named it Okay Now, Breathe. But then this year, as I'm preparing for the Global Surrender Fast, the Lord's like, yeah, it's time to breathe. Okay now, breathe. Come on, y'all. Let's just make a collective exhale right about now. Let's just say, hasn't God done some mighty works for us during this global pandemic? And we're heading out. And some of y'all have been holding your breath for the last year, holding your breath. Oh God, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I lost my job. They downsized. Oh God, I don't know. If I could pay my mortgage, if I could pay my rent. You've just been holding your breath. Okay, God, I don't know if it's time for me to move out of state. Is this the time you're asking? You've been holding your breath. God's saying, release it today. We're going to be, and whenever we say yes to the surrender fast, what is this, June 15th? I know it's not going to step to September 20th, but I'm telling you, God's going to start working on you right about now. He's not even waiting for us to get to September. He's just preparing our heart at this point. But once you say yes, like, okay, here we go. Here we go. Y'all go come into the fast with testimonies. Y'all go roll in like, look what our God has done. Look what he has done. So God is doing a new thing. He's doing a great thing. And it's now it's time to breathe. Okay, now, thank you, Renee. Breathe. I was reading the other day, man, this is one of those, how many words is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words. 8 words. That's the number of completion. 8 words. This phrase, every time I read in the Bible, just jumps off the page at me. And I was just reading it the other day, and it just jumped off the page for me, Leslie. It said, now the famine was severe in the land. Some of y'all have felt that thing in the last year. Now the famine was severe in the land. But see, when I hear words like that, oh, we're in a famine, we're in a drought, we're in a season of lack, all I hear from the Lord is opportunity. Because it's time for us to breathe, take a breath, and see every opportunity that's in front of you. Minister Deborah, get ready to move. Act like you're about to move. You know that's right in the book, one of the chapters in the book. Act like you're about to move. She said, wow, I was just struggling with the decision to move. What? Because you're not here by accident. The Lord is speaking on today. Act like you are about to move. Take a deep breath, exhale, trust the Lord, move forward in the plan that he has for you. Yes, you too, Facebook Live. I know I've just been talking to you too. You too, Michelle Simmons. Everybody who's watching on, I can't see everybody on Facebook Live, but if you're watching, yes. Now there was a famine. The famine was severe. And when that famine came, it was Isaac. And do y'all know the Bible tells us that Isaac, because he was obedient, so I want y'all to start walking in obedience today as God starts to reveal to you what he wants to do in this next season that you're walking in. As Isaac was obedient, it says in the word that he prospered and then grew more prosperous and then grew again till he was very prosperous. I mean, like, they use the word prosperous like 3 times. Whatever that means to you, whatever that prosperous word means to you, It is time to let go, let God, and go ahead and breathe. Go ahead and breathe. So our fast, surrender fast. So if you never heard of surrender fast, first of all, it's an experience. It's 40 days with God. It's a time for you to just seek his face, take a reprieve, rest, and read. You're going to rest and read. 40 days. You start with a pre-fast, 7 days of pre-fast, with 5 pre-fast chapters, and then 40 days where there is a devotional for every Monday through Friday. The reason I'm explaining this because actually somebody's going to do the fast before we even start September 20th. God's already telling you right now, I need you to do it now. I don't need you to wait for Celeste and the crew. I need you to do it now. Some of you hear it in your spirit to do it now. 40 days with God, grab you a partner and go for it. And then just meet us again in September and you could just tell us all the wondrous works that the Lord has done for you. 40 days, you read a chapter a day. We're going to have people all over the place fasting. We also have our children fasting. It's going to be led by Zoe Watts and her mom, Shalita. And they're going to be leading the fast again this year. We want you to bring your children, ages 5 to 11, to fast with Zoe this year. And they're going to be doing a live Zoom every, I think it's Tuesday at 6 p.m. And it's so much fun. It's like dancing and singing and scripture reading and prayer. It's totally a lot of fun. The kids had a blast last year. So we want more children to join this year. So ages 5 to 11. So when you go to the website, surrenderfast.com is already set up. You go ahead and register. So you'll get plenty of updates from us leading up into the fast. So surrenderfast.com. And when you're there, you could just sign up your child there as well on the same registration form. It's very simple. It takes you like 1 minute to fill out. So that's it. So we're heading into our global fast season. Surrender, September 20th to October 29th. Hey, January, September 20th through October 29th. You know, we will start with a pre-fast. We're wanting you to grab your friends, your family, your book clubs, your co-workers, your church. If you're a pastor, we welcome you to invite your church to fast with us. If you are a paraministry, we love our paraministries around here. Dr. Celeste Owens Ministries is a paraministry. Grab your paraministry group and fast with us. Hey, Johnson, how are you? We're going to do our pre-fast a week prior. We start day 1 of our fast on September 20th, going to October 29th. We will definitely have a kickoff, probably even some type of other activities leading up to that. So much more we have planned, but I don't want to release all of it out just yet. But I do want you to get your head right, get your mind right, start registering, start inviting other people to fast with us. The registration is now up, surrenderfast.com. I kept it simple this year, surrenderfast.com. The flyer is there. Please feel free to share the flyer and invite. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait. Any questions you have, I'm happy to answer those now. Or if you just want to leave them in the chat and I'll go back there and answer them as well. Deborah says, heard the Spirit say this morning to start packing. That's all we got to say. We could just drop the mic right there. And God showed up to say, it's time to move. It is time to move. Marsha, I hear you. She's like, no wonder I had to be on live today. Marsha, you're in transition. It is time to move. So I'm so excited. You guys are good. No questions. You can leave them in the chat if you want to. Invite. Thank you so much. I know on our Facebook, let me shout out Facebook, Surrender 365 group, YouTube. If you're not there already, we have our Facebook group, our Surrender 365 group. Shout out to them. We're 1,400 strong. Isn't that amazing? 1,400 strong over there. So, and Facebook 365, get over here and hang out with YouTube. We're here every Tuesday morning, 9:15 a.m. Every Tuesday morning, 9:15 a.m. Come hang out with YouTube. Like and subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. So love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. So glad you got to hear the big announcement live. We're going to be coming in with more information in the future, but don't forget to go and register surrenderfast.com. Surrenderfast.com. Be there or be square. That's very corny. Yes. No one says that anymore. Yes. But I just said it. Be there or be square. You're welcome, Key Washington. You are so welcome. So love you guys much. I'll be on tomorrow. There's an oil for that. We have so much fun. Facebook Live, Dr. Celeste Owens group. and then Instagram Live. We have a blast on There's an Oil for that. So make sure you catch that tomorrow morning. And otherwise, M. Franklin, praise the Lord. Okay, now breathe. Y'all, okay, we feeling that. We feeling the theme this year. Okay, now breathe. Okay, now breathe. All right, you guys, be blessed. Let me head on out and catch you soon. And again, if you have any questions, comments, make sure you put them right there in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer them. All right, be blessed, you guys. Bye-bye. I'm making a big announcement. So again, thank you and come on.